Good morning, afternoon, evening, Mr. Ari. So now we are gonna explain and presentate our presentation about company budgeting in Garuda Indonesia that we already been analyzed for 1 month. So please hear about our explanation.
Garuda Indonesia was established by President Sukarno in 1949 in the Dutch Indonesian Roundtable Conference. It is now has 60 destinations worldwide, and they operated a total of 210 aircraft, which 148 by Garuda and the other 68 by CityLink as their low-cost carrier. They received several international awards for its hospitality, which listed in these slides.
Garuda Indonesia is one of the state-owned companies in the air transportation industry sector. With a total of 210 flights, Garuda Indonesia reaches 48 domestic routes and 20 international routes. Garuda Indonesia offers travel and transportation service and ground handling service through its subsidiaries. It also operates and manages hotels. It serves international destinations in various countries across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. It has direct operations in Indonesia, Japan, Australia, the Netherlands, China, and Singapore.
For company position, Garuda takes the position as a premium airline. And when compared to other airlines, Garuda does offer higher price, but this is accompanied by better facilities and services. So Garuda's target market will still want to use Garuda service because they feel it is worth the price and is comfortable.
Based on the table, the financial cost has fluctuated over the years with an overall increasing trend. The company has experienced a mix of positive and negative financial costs, indicating potential financial instability in certain periods. The financial cost has shown a seasonal pattern, suggesting that the company's expenses may be influenced by factors such as demand, fuel prices, and other external factors. Additionally, the data indicates a seasonal pattern in the financial cost, implying that the company's expenses may be influenced by various factors that vary across different times of the year. These factors could include seasonal variations in demand, fluctuations in fuel prices, and other external economic and operational influences.
From what we can see in the table, the general and administrative expenses has contributed no more than 30% of the overall annual expenses by Garuda Indonesia over the past 4 years. The biggest expense rate in general and administrative expenses comes from the year 2020, where it has the biggest depreciation in all 4 years. We found out that the increase was caused by pandemic COVID-19. These slides present the breakdown of the expenses. As we can see, it includes professional services and training, salaries, allowances, and other benefits, rental, and etc. We can also see that each of the expenses have rates no more than 35%. From the analysis, Garuda Indonesia shows instability over their general and administrative expenses. We can see it in the chart that they have many ups and downs between quarters over the years. And it is caused by COVID-19, where there was restrictions to travel. And it causes a decrease in Garuda's income, which causes the time series to be unstable.
For cost to revenue ratio, for CO cost of sales and revenue, actually from the beginning of 2019, the COSR ratio was too high, that is reaching more than 80%. However, the seasonal factor, namely COVID-19, influences the ratio to become greater, even more than 350%. This ratio shows that Garuda experienced large losses even from COSR alone. For the accounts contained in COSR, such as full cost, maintenance and repairs, airport charge, and insurance costs, the ratio to COSR is quite stable because whatever happens, accounts such as maintenance, airport charge, and insurance will still arise even if Garuda doesn't carry out operation during COVID-19. For the COSR forecast, the forecast is not very good because of the high value of the influence of seasonal factors, or in the table is ST because this forecast is also based on revenue in previous quarter data, and it can also be seen that algorithms try to find ways to prevent seasonal factors from affecting their income in the future.
In Garuda selling expense, we already break down it into several accounts. There is reservations, commissions, salaries, allowance, and other benefits, promotion, rental, and other things that relate to Garuda selling expense. In 2019, from first quarter until fourth quarter, there is only slight difference between each quarter, and they reach their peak in fourth quarter, and their selling expense reached almost $100 million. Is because in fourth quarter is a peak season where everyone were having holidays and vacation, and in the next years it is very bad because there was a pandemic called COVID-19. The government tied the regulations and the flight was all closed because the citizens have to stay at home and not allowed to do traveling to avoid the spread of COVID-19. Not only Garuda who get affected by this pandemic, but all of the airplanes were also affected. They keep reducing their commission, the salaries for the workers, promotion, and etc. Thank you. That's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna explain about selling expense forecast. Selling expense refers to the cost incurred by a business in the process of marketing and selling its products or service. From the forecast that we already create, the seasonality shows that they reach their peak in the fourth quarter. It is because retail sales tend to peak for the Christmas season and New Year, then decline after the holidays. It's because most people use airplane during holidays and also the price for holiday season is very expensive rather than regular seasons. So time series of retail sales will typically show increasing sales from September through December and declining sales in January and February. As we can see, all of the breakdowns in selling expense reach their peak in the fourth quarter. So yeah, that's it for the selling expense forecast from me.
Based on the table, Garuda Indonesia experienced fluctuating financial costs as a percentage of unit sales, with a notable spike in 2020 due to increased short-term loans and lease liabilities. The average financial cost was 31.33%, indicating a significant allocation of revenue. The fluctuating rates, particularly the high levels in 2020, pose challenges to profitability. The company's diversified financing strategy and effective management of components, such as a decrease in lease liabilities and short-term loans in 2022, contribute to a reduction in financial costs. Strategic adjustment and vigilant financial management are crucial for sustained profitability in a dynamic economic landscape. Based on the table, the forecasted financial costs indicate that the company's financial situation is expected to be challenging in 2023 with higher financial costs and potentially lower profitability. However, the company's performance is expected to improve over time as indicated by the increasing rate of revenue per dollar of financial costs.
From our analysis, we found out that Garuda Indonesia is now investing by improving their airplanes and services quality to reach operational efficiency and to secure their position as the number one airways company. Garuda Indonesia also received 7.5 trillion funding from the government, which they use for maintenance and reconditioning of the airplanes fleet. They also distribute their new stocks and Islamic bonds in their market to reach their funding goals.
Okay, so for the conclusion, Garuda Indonesia's budgeting has been affected by various factors, including the COVID-19 pandemic, conflicts within the company, and financial instability. The pandemic has caused a significant decrease in Garuda's revenue and an increase in financial costs, while conflicts within the company have led to a decrease in investor confidence and share price. Additionally, the company's selling expense, revenue, and etc. have been impacted by the pandemic with a drastic decrease in 2020 due to travel restrictions and reduced demand. The forecast for Garuda's budgeting is uncertain, with instability in various expense categories and the ongoing impact of the pandemic. It is advised for Garuda Indonesia to have a new financial strategy to overcome these issues and ensure long-term financial stability, but Garuda seems to be coming stronger because they got help in funding for 7.5 trillion from government, and they also distribute new sukuk to gain fund. So I think that's it for the conclusion. Okay, I think that's it for our presentation. We are really sorry if there is a wrong explanation or wrong information. So thank you, Mr. Ari, for already listening our presentation.
If you have any question, please kindly put your question in the comment ya.